student always stands out if he or she has good interpersonal skills, like a positive attitude with a peer, one who is collaborative, who is a good listener, etc. So hello everyone, in the third episode of the series Know How To, we will focus on interpersonal skills. We have with us visiting faculty of Business Communication and HR, Professor Anjali Ahuja, and she would be answering some questions on interpersonal skills. She firmly believes that coaching is the best way to unleash the hidden potential in students. We welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Sushant, for inviting me here. It's entirely my pleasure to answer whatever questions you have for the benefit of students. Thank you once again.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So, ma'am, our first question is, a good level of self-confidence in the workplace can open many doors to make an impression. How can students build confidence? Any routine practice which they cannot procrastinate?
Well, that's a very interesting question, Sushant. To me, self-confidence is the ability and the belief and faith in your abilities. Having a courage of conviction that whatever I'm believing, whatever I'm thinking is true. That's not all. Having a belief in yourself is one thing, but being able to communicate effectively your thoughts, your skills and your abilities is another thing. So it's, to me, the ability to communicate that builds the self-confidence of students. And I think it's really important for students to be able to communicate effectively. To me, the best of ideas can be shot down and can become very ineffective if not communicated well. So that's, to my mind, enhances your self-confidence. And the second thing is you should own up, or you should sharpen your communication skills on a daily basis and develop a habit of reading, maybe, which not many students have because it's a world of virtual communication and virtual learning. So I think you even stop writing by hand. I think the students are so used to typing all the time, keyboard savvy students these days are. So I think you should start writing a little bit more. And second thing is, reading is a very good habit. And if you're not really fond of reading, then start reading the newspaper at least. I think it's really important because that gives you new words every day to learn. And when you read the newspaper loudly, I think it makes a lot of impact because you listen to your own voice and you can figure out where you are pronouncing a word wrong or what you are saying and how you are saying it is very important. So I think reading is very important. And the second thing is about just doing a one video of yourself every day. Just shoot a video, just talk about any topic. And after that, just mute it and listen to it. Observe your body language because in communication, your body language is very important. So I think these two are the skills that you can develop on an ongoing basis to enhance your level of confidence.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. So, ma'am, our second question is, even a minute reaction to any situation depicts our interpersonal skills. What things should a management student practice to be good in interpersonal skills?
Very good word you've used here is react. So we tend to react most of the times. Any situation, any communication, any conversation, or any social interaction we have, we tend to be in a very reactive mode. So instead of responding, we tend to react. And why do we react is because we are not a good listener. Imagine a situation where somebody is talking to us. We are not listening to him or her properly, but we are already trying to articulate a response in our minds. We are not bothered about what that person is saying. For example, I'll give you a small example. Somebody is narrating, a friend of yours has gone to, say, for a holiday to Goa. Okay? And he is wanting to tell you his experience in Goa. And what you are doing in your mind is, you're waiting to tell him that 2 years back when I went to Goa, what did I do? Does it ring a bell somewhere?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so this is what we do most of the times. So what this does is that A, makes us in a reactive mode, and B, you're not listening to him, and the moment this person is finished, you are starting your Goa holiday experience. So the other person feels that he's not bothered about what I have said, and when the person feels that you're not bothered about what he's saying, then the interpersonal relationship somewhere gets ruptured. Because that person feels ignored. And there is a saying that people forget what you do to them, but people never forget how you make them feel. So I think it's really important for us to be good listeners, to make people feel that they're really important to us.
That's true, ma'am. Thank you so much. So, ma'am, the last question we have for you is: we all know communication skill plays a significant role in workplaces. Students have a misconception that being fluent means good communication skills. So, ma'am, is it true? And if not, then what are the traits that make up this skill?
Well, unfortunately, it's not true. Fluency does not mean that you are speaking appropriate stuff that you need to. Fluency does not mean that you are able to put your point across. And fluency also does not mean that the other person has effectively understood you. Yes, we need to also choose right kind of words. But again, effective communication goes beyond fluency and beyond words. So you might wonder, what does effective communication mean? So effective communication is that when you're speaking appropriate stuff at the appropriate time, and when you're able to communicate your point, and you're able to use the right words, and above all, to bring some emotional quotient into your communication, because you need to bring in the tone, the tenor, and the body language should be such that the other person should feel connected, as if you are really speaking from your heart. And when you speak from your heart, I think it just breaks all the barriers. And above all, to make the communication effective, I think put on a smile and then communicate. I think that does all the magic.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I'm sure this information will be helpful to every one of us.
Thank you so much for having me here, and all the very best to all the students.
Thank you, ma'am.